Good afternoon. How's everyone? Good. I'd like to welcome everyone to the 2016 Kinder Elementary D.A.R.E graduation. I'd like to start off by thanking the City of Miamisburg, the Miamisburg City Schools, and the Miamisburg Police Department for their support of the D.A.R.E program, because without it, this day wouldn't be possible. I'd also like to thank all the parents and relatives that have joined us today. I had a great time hanging out with your kids this year. They did a great job, and you guys should be very proud of them. I'd also like to welcome the fourth graders who are here today. I look forward to seeing you guys next year in D.A.R.E class. A couple of the topics we talked about this year in D.A.R.E class. We spoke about the dangers of alcohol and tobacco. We talked about good decision-making skills and the consequences of our behavior. We talked about how to be safe with over-the-counter and prescription drugs. We also talked about bullying, how to be very confident in ourselves. The goal, though, is for you fifth graders is to take the information we talked about and use it, especially as you guys get up in middle school and high school and you encounter some of those difficult situations we spoke about. I'd also like to introduce our guests today. They've come to congratulate you on your accomplishment. We have from the city, the mayor of the city of Miamisburg, Dick Church. From the Miamisburg Municipal Court, we have the judge, Judge Robert Reddick. From the Miamisburg Police Department, we have the Chief of Police, John Sedlak. And from the Miamisburg City Schools, you have your Superintendent, Dr. David Vale. And our guests would like to say a few words to you today, and we'll begin with Mayor Church.
Good afternoon, Kinder.
Good afternoon, Mr.
I love that when I hear that. 22 years we've been doing this. 22 years. It's a partnership between the Miamisburg City Council and the Miamisburg Board of Education. To me, it's one of the most important programs that we have going. And I think I've missed no more than one graduation that I'm aware of in those 22 years, because I always like to come out and honor the D.A.R.E students. You know, a lot of people are pulling for you as you go through life, and the lessons taught in D.A.R.E are very important, but they keep changing. They keep changing. And today we face ourselves with an epidemic, a drug epidemic, not only in this community, but across every community in America, and that's the heroin situation. There's a lot of people trying to work very hard to see what we can do to overcome that situation. I'm getting ahead of myself. I should thank the Miami Valley Communications Council for being here today. And you'll be able to watch this on cable channel 5 about 100 times between now and the next D.A.R.E graduation. But getting back to what I said about people are looking at the heroin situation. You know, a few years back, we had a First Lady of the United States, Nancy Reagan, and she just died here a few months ago. And she had a very simple saying that she would tell young people: just say no. Just say no. You've learned all the facts in D.A.R.E. I will guarantee you that sometime in your life, might be tonight, might be tomorrow, it might be 20 years from now, but at some time in your life, someone is going to challenge you to try to do something that you know in your heart is wrong. And I hope that you will remember the lessons that you learned in D.A.R.E. and just say no, And I guarantee you, by saying no, you will have a good rest of your life. Have a great summer. Thank you.
Next, we have Judge Red.
Thank you. Well, you're going to go on and continue. You're growing up and you're going to go to middle school next year. And what you're going to learn and what you're going to face is going to be a lot different. And as the mayor said, you're going to be challenged at some point. And somebody's going to ask you to do something that you know is wrong. It probably won't be in the broad, bright light of day, but at night sometime, or maybe in a car, in a garage, in the basement. But you got to do the right thing. Now, I'm really impressed by the turnout of parents. You have no idea how much family involvement helps with this. I see a lot of defendants. People come to court, and anytime their family's with them, it's always a help. At least they have some support group. Do what your mom and dad have told you to do, and do the right thing. But I'm going to ask you more than that. You have somebody sitting next to you, a good friend maybe, and that friend may not make the right choice. And I'm asking you to look into your own heart and go to that friend and say, you took a path that maybe you shouldn't have. You need to stop, and here's why. And you're acting like that's an easy thing to do, but it's not. It's awfully hard. Generally, it's been my experience that a hard choice is almost always the right one. So do that hard thing and try to save your friend, okay? Now this is graduation. I hope you have a great, fabulous, happy summer. But I also want you to grow up and be good citizens that aren't harmfully involved with drugs or alcohol. And if you are, there are people here to help you. So try your best to enjoy the summer, and good luck.
Next, we have Chief Sutherland.
Good afternoon, kinder kids.
Good afternoon, Jesus.
The first part's fine. Good afternoon, parents. Kids, you learned a lot. We've heard the mayor and we've heard the judge speak very wisely about what you learned and about saying no and about helping one another if maybe a friend becomes weak or something. I guess what I want to impart to you is this. Just remember how when somebody approaches you or when you have an opportunity to do something that might be against what it is that Officer Sherrod's spent time teaching you. Just remember how it's going to look. It's not going to look scary. It's not going to look bad. You know what it's going to look like? The way they're going to say, hey, let's do this. It's going to look exciting. You got to understand, when somebody wants you to do something wrong that might be dangerous to yourself, they don't come and say, hey, here's a horrible thing. It's almost guaranteed to hurt you. Why don't you do it? That's easy. That decision's easy. You're going to say no. That's usually not how you're approached. Hey, I got this. It's really exciting. Let's do that. Oh, believe me, it's going to make you feel great. It's going to make, whatever it is, it's going to sound exciting and fun. That's how they get you to consider doing something that you shouldn't. And that's when you really need to remember the lessons of today, because the lessons that Officer Sherrod gave you, they're meant for only a couple things. One is to keep you healthy and happy and successful in life. That's all. Those are the reasons you're being taught this. So when you're approached that way, remember these lessons. And remember one other thing, almost always, even no matter how somebody makes something look good or exciting, there's a little voice inside each one of us. It resides here, and it resides here. Sometimes down here. I got a lot of room for it. And that little voice will tell you, this is wrong. No matter how good they're telling you it, no, this is wrong. It will be there for you. When it is, listen to that voice. Not for anybody else but yourself. To keep yourself healthy, happy, and successful. Listen to that voice. Remember the lessons that you've been given, and then make the right choice. Okay? Have a great summer. Enjoy yourself.
And Dr. Bear. Thank you. It's certainly an honor for me to be here to be a part of your graduation through this program. On behalf of the Board of Education, the administration, the entire staff of the Miamisburg City Schools, we want to honor you for your graduation and sticking through this program and learning life's lessons. You know, your learning starts the day you're born, and you've had some teachers along the way. Your first teachers were at home. Your parents, grandparents, older brothers and sisters, uncles, aunts, whomever, guardians were there. They're your first teachers, and they taught you well. Then it was time to start school, and you came to Miamisburg City Schools, and you've got some great teachers here. They taught you math, reading, science, all those good things that you need to learn. We have one other staff member right here, Officer Doug Sherrod. He taught you those things that we don't teach you. We teach you things to be successful in school, and he teaches you things to be successful outside of school. So we certainly appreciate what he does for us and adds to our staff. As you go on, all these gentlemen alluded to the challenges that you'll face, whether it be from friends, strangers, whomever. But remember, you've got a support system out there. You've got each other, you've got your parents and your friends and your any adult in your family. So go to them. If something seems to be wrong, don't be afraid to go to them and ask them. Seek their help. Help each other out. And we're all here for one another. We certainly want you to be successful in all that you do, both in school and outside of school. So finish the year strong. Have a great summer, and best of luck in middle school next year. Take care. The last thing the students do in D.A.R.E class is they write a D.A.R.E report, which is kind of a summary of what they took out of D.A.R.E class. Everyone you see seated here completed that report. Not only completed it, but got up in front of their classmates and presented that report. And all of you did a great job. And we had to select a few to read today, and we'll begin with Anna Newkirk.
D.A.R.E has really changed my life in so many different ways. Without D.A.R.E, there would be lots of us behind bars when we were older. I have also learned how to report bullying. When I heard Mr. O'Neill say we were doing D.A.R.E, the first thing that popped into my mind was, don't do drugs, blah, 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 stuff like that. But boy, was I wrong. D.A.R.E showed me how to report bullying by using the 5 W's and walk away when things get hard. D.A.R.E showed me how to act under pressure and how to avoid drugs. Without D.A.R.E, I would be such a different person than I am now. D.A.R.E has shown me peer pressure and how to handle it correctly. For example, if my friend stole money from a teacher's desk and she said if I told her, then she would blame it on me and I would get in trouble, I would tell the teacher on a note and turn it in anonymous and she would never find out. And the situation is taken care of. If I didn't have D.A.R.E, I would probably handle it the wrong way. D.A.R.E has shown me how to resist drugs. Like if we were at a park and my friend said, hey, I have some cigarettes, have one? I would say no. Let's play soccer instead. Also, if your friend said I found some cigarettes in my mom's purse, want to smoke, I could just simply say no and walk away. D.A.R.E showed me how to do that. Without D.A.R.E, I have no idea what I would have done. In D.A.R.E, I also learned the 5 W's. The 5 W's are used for reporting bullying. 5 W's stand for who, what, when, where, and why. If you want to report bullying, a scene that you saw, ask a teacher if a teacher asks you what happened, you would use the 5 W's. It's super easy to report and easy to solve the case. So if you want to report something, use the 5 W's. If you were wondering what D.A.R.E stands for, well, here's the answer. D stands for define. That means to describe the problem, challenge, or opportunity. A stands for assess. That means what are your choices. R stands for respond. That means make a choice. Use all the facts and information you have gathered. E stands for evaluate. That means review your decision. Did you make a good choice? That's what D.A.R.E stands for. And if your choice to use this method is called the D.A.R.E decision-making model, also known as DDMM. I hope you learned something new. The 4th graders are going to have a blast next year. I'm super excited that we're doing D.A.R.E up to 8th grade. There is still so much to learn. I promise to never do drugs or smoke underage. Everybody follow your dreams and follow the D.A.R.E decision-making model.
Next, we have Kylie Dickinson.
Imagine this. You just got into middle school. You don't really know the real price of doing drugs. A group of kids ask you if you want to smoke and do drugs. You say yes. Well, that's why I'm here. With my knowledge from D.A.R.E, I will tell you about drugs and smoking and bullying, and why no should be your answer. Why would you want to know about drugs? Well, I'm not going to tell you about them, but their consequences, yes. Don't worry, I didn't know how bad drugs really were, just like you. Did you know that there are over 75,000 deaths related to alcohol? Do you think teens are the most cause of this? Right? Well, we were both wrong. Teens don't really drink. The worst thing is, most people mistreat them. Like, you have medicine, people will mix it with your medicine. How bad is that? Now I sound like a teacher. Oh, great. Don't smoke, don't do drugs. Well, I'm not a teacher, I'm a kid. I agree that this stuff is not the most fun to learn about, but it's important to learn about. Let's take smoking, for example. Nicotine and cigarettes and chewing tobacco reduces blood flow to the brain. Also, smoking causes lung cancer. The last thing you need to know, it interferes with our brain works. Pop quiz. When people are being mean to you, what are they called? If you get bullied, then you're correct. Why would I sound so perky when this is something serious? Most kids don't think this will happen to them, but it does. If you see this happening and you don't help, it's called being a bystander. Well, if you do help and tell a teacher, it's called reporting. You can also use the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, and why. I might sound like a teacher, but my essay has an important lesson, and it's all these things are real. They aren't just fairy tales. I will work my best I will stop doing, won't do drugs, and I'll stop people that are.
Next, we have Darren Kearns.
D.A.R.E. The D.A.R.E I'm talking about is the class that taught me how to be even more safe. So for the people that are not in D.A.R.E class, I'm going to teach you 3 things starting right here and right now. First, I'm going to teach you about bullying. Bullying is no laughing matter. When you see someone being bullied or getting hurt, you need to tell an adult. But don't try to stop the bullying with violence, because you could get seriously hurt and the bully may hurt the victim worse, and you will get in trouble. Next, I'm going to teach you about the 5 W's. When you're telling an adult about someone being bullied, you use these 5 words: who, what, where, when, and why. Last but not least, we will talk about alcohol. Kids and teenagers can't drink alcohol or hold it, and especially not possess it. Also, never, and I mean ever, mix it with medicine, because there will be serious consequences. That was all I had to say about D.A.R.E class and what I learned too. Also, don't forget you can still learn more. You can do what I'm doing right now, but here's what I say. Hear what I say first. I promise not to drink, do drugs, smoke, or do anything stupid. D.A.R.E class rules.
Like I said before, all the students did a great job on their reports, and those three are a perfect example of that. The last group of people I'd like to thank today are the ones that make my job as a D.A.R.E officer very easy, and that's the staff and teachers here at Kinder Elementary. That begins with your principal, Mr. Saylor. And your fifth grade teachers, Mrs. Deal, Mrs. Schwederman, and Mr. O'Neill. And now it's time for you guys to receive your certificates, and we will begin with Mrs. Deal's class.
Stand right here, too.
Miles Anderson. Lauren Astor. Olivia Bowling. Jenna Demerit. Gregory Denny. Kara Dickerson. Anthony DeFlora. Mia Forte. Zach Griffin. Xavier Hart. Ben Lieber. Haley Mull. Kirsten Mueller. Anna Newkirk. Kylie Peacock. Willie Rice. Jamari Roseborough. Jaden Roselle. Madison Rolls. Katie Sellers. Charles Taylor. Ariane Wilson. Charles Charles. And Zachary Ward. Well done, kids.
Next, we'll have Ms. Schwederman's class.
First, we have Aaliyah Napier. Natalie Armstrong. Kylie Bailey. Jeremy Broombaugh. Mackenzie Carpenter. Daryl Cooper. Jalen Cornett. Dalton Fraley. Ian Hamilton. Darian Kearns. Landon Martin. Tyler Matthews. Gabriel Moharder. Caleb Perdue. Charlotte Speaks. Dakota Thurman. Kirsten Turner. Xander Van Zoy. Mariah Waddell. Ashley Wade. Ariel Wilson. And Miranda Wilson.
And finally, Mr. Rodeo's class.
All right, I have Ava Anand. Robbie Barnett. Caden Buchanan. Jeremiah Bird. Kaiser Cornwell. Hayden Coates. Kylie Dickinson. Chloe Earnhardt. Cassidy Elsie. Alex Seneking. Jose Hernandez. Michaela Kreitzer. Kelsan Lane. Sailor Locke. And Linda Lopez is absent today. Hooray. Nicholas Marklin. Cheyenne Maynard. Carrick Moharder. Ava Newkirk. Bryson Porter. Hannah Richardson. Wyatt Wolf. Bree Frazier. And Jersey Dean.
Appreciate it, thank you. Let's give our graduates one more round of applause. The last thing we'll do as part of D.A.R.E graduation is I have a short little video to show you of D.A.R.E classes here at Kennedy. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today. Graduates, have a safe summer, and I look forward to seeing you guys next year in 6th grade. 4th graders, I look forward to seeing you guys in 5th grade next year. And once again, thanks again for everyone coming out today. Thank you.